I bought some new things for an upcoming cruise, and honestly, I'm blown away. In one of the cases, there is an absolutely genius item. It is space saving, and I know it's going to help you on your next cruise. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. Now, I try out a lot of different items, and honestly, some of them are absolute fails. So I wasn't sure what to think because I was a little bit skeptical of one product in particular. But in this video, I'm going to share with you 10 genius items. Now, most of them are new, things that I've never tried before, but they are going to help you to pack better and to keep more organized on your cruise. Now, before I get started, I did want to mention that if you like this video, if you find it helpful, informative, or enjoyable in any way, then please do give this video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's get started. Now, the first item that I bought and I tried out is the large hanging toiletry bag. Now, I do have, and I have had the medium size hanging toiletry bag. I have it in two different colors. I have it in black for my son, and I also have one in pink. This is what we've been bringing on cruises. I thought it worked really well, but some people told me they bought the large size. So I decided to try it, and honestly, I'm a convert to the large size now, in particular if you're bringing for two people. But let me show you. I did bring it on my last cruise, so it's partially still packed. You've got all of these different pouches. It is larger, so it gives you a lot of space. But what I was able to do was really organize items and even keep like this entire part of the toiletry bag. This whole part became my medicine section. So we were really able to keep things nice and organized. And the best part was that I could keep everything together. So it made it very easy to pack for my cruise and to pack up at the end. Now, by the way, I like a hanging toiletry bag because whether you're in a hotel or you're in a cruise cabin, there often just isn't a lot of space on the counter, but in particular in a cruise ship cabin, so that hanging toiletry bag is an absolute space saver. Now, by the way, all of the different items that I am showing you in this video, I will have them all linked down below in the description of this video, along with other popular cruise essentials that I swear by. But the next thing is this passport holder. Now, you've seen passport holders before, but I will show you what is so smart about this one. You have room for an airtag here. Now, I just picked this up on my last cruise. I had it delivered to my hotel because I'm in Canada and I was not able to find this yet in Canada, but it is available in the US right now. Now, the really smart thing about putting your airtag here, and as people have told me, is that sometimes maybe you go to the washroom with your passport, you really should put it in your bag, but if by chance you misplace it, something happens even just for a moment, then your AirTag is here and you could locate it right away. Now, as well, if you have your passport in your purse or your handbag or your carry-on bag in the pouch, then you'll also be able to have that as your AirTag for that item. Now, because we often travel as a family, I like to keep this passport wallet holder. So this is what I keep, but what I am doing now is I am putting an AirTag right in here. Now, by the way, please let me know if you are using AirTags. They are really very helpful if you are concerned about losing your luggage in an airport, even somebody else taking your luggage off the carousel. That can happen sometimes, or when you're on the cruise ship, maybe by mistake, your luggage got placed in another hallway. It does happen sometimes. That AirTag is very useful. Now, I was recently asked, what do I think about these toiletry skins, or I think that these ones are called leak locks. Now, they are effective, but I will tell you, I've tried a couple of different brands, and personally, I like these silicone covers instead, but I am going to show you exactly why. Now, in the case of the leak locks, don't laugh, but in the case of the leak locks, which really are effective, they just don't fit as well, I feel like, as these ones do. So I'm going to leave both linked down below, and you let me know, please, what you prefer. But these have been really a great product for me to have. I've been able to put them on my travel size shampoo or other items, sunscreen, etc., without anything leaking. Now, just so you know, this is Poopery. This is a bathroom spray. So even though this is not a new item, this is something that I do bring and recommend for every cruise. Now, by the way, if you're getting ready for a cruise, I do have the Lifewell Cruise Ultimate Cruise Planner. Now, the Lifewell Cruise Ultimate Cruise Planner is a 47-page downloadable printable cruise planner that you can use to keep organized from the time that you book your cruise all the way through disembarkation. Now, it includes cruise packing lists, cruise shore excursion planning forms, cruise budget planning forms, and more. And you can print out only the pages that you want for as many cruises that you go on. Now, if you are interested in seeing what's included in the Lifewell Cruise Ultimate Cruise Planner, I am going to leave all of the information linked down below in the description of this video in case you do want to check it out. The motion sensor light. Now, I did have this in the past. It had been a while. I forgot it in a cruise ship cabin, so I did buy a new one. Now, I do want to show you, this is pretty cool because it is actually magnetic. So if you are in a cruise ship cabin and the walls and ceiling are usually metal, then you can just place it right onto the ceiling, right onto the wall, and you have a place for it, which is how I misplaced it. But in any case, this is really useful. It's a motion sensor light. So if somebody wakes up during the night, they do not have to open up the lights. It gets very dark in cabins, whether you close the curtains, they are blackout, or perhaps you're in an inside cabin. A travel clothesline with clips. Now, many of my viewers and followers have said that this item is absolutely genius and they do recommend it. Now, especially if you are traveling with family or maybe you're on a longer cruise, you can actually hang this right up on your wall. Now you can see that there are these little hooks here. Now, how are you going to hang it up on hooks? Well, you're going to use magnet hooks. Now, one thing that you have to be very careful of, because using magnet hooks is a great tip and a great hack, because the walls in a cabin are usually metal, but they really do need to be heavy duty hooks. Now, the ones that I use are minimum 75 pounds. I think the ones that I'm using now are 100 pounds. So that is even better. And by the way, I am going to link the magnet hooks that I recommend down in the description below this video. A non-surge protected power cube. Now, if you're thinking, Ilana, I've seen non-surge protected power cubes before. This one is pretty new, and I have to say it is the most genius one that I have ever found. So firstly, why do you need a non-surge protected power cube on a cruise? Well, there are usually not enough electric outlets, trust me on that. But beyond that, to find USB-C and USB-A outlets is pretty difficult. This one does include it. So you do want to bring that, and it does need to be non-surge protected. So not the kind that you use at home and that will be confiscated. But the genius part is, look at that. It is all foldable, so it takes up so little room in your luggage. Okay, I have to show you the item that honestly, I was skeptical about it when I did buy it. I wasn't sure would I really even need this, but a lot of people who are trying to pack light, who are trying to pack carry-on only for an airplane, they're swearing by this. So I do need to share it with you because it is truly genius. So this is not an average travel pillow. What you have instead is you have a zipper here. So what do I have in here? Well, basically what I did is I filled this up with clothing. Now, what I did is, you won't believe what I was able to fill in here. And by the way, this undoes. But what I was able to put in here was 4 dresses, 1 pair of shorts, 1 t-shirt, some underwear, and some socks. So truthfully, this holds an absolute ton. And of course, it also serves as your pillow. And when you do go on a plane, what you can do is you can just put this on top of your carry-on luggage. It's not going to count as your personal bag. So it is genius. Now, speaking of another space-saving item, and in particular, I think when you are going on shore excursions on a cruise. Now, this is a sand-free microfiber towel. Now, normally I say you do not need to bring your own towels on a cruise because they are going to provide them. However, some cruisers have told me they like to bring their own, and I can see why. If you're going to the beach when you're on a cruise, you don't want to have to necessarily bring those very heavy, large towels from the cruise ship. You do have to bring them back. You can't leave them on the beach. So oftentimes they're a little bit wet, they're a little bit sandy, and they are heavy to carry them all the way back to the cruise ship at the end of the day. So these microfiber towels are absolutely genius. They're thin as can be, and they're very easy to carry, even in a little foldable backpack. Now, when it comes to carry-on bags, I'm often asked about weekender style carry-on bags. I really like this one. It does have the bottom part where you can put your shoes, or usually what I do is I put shoes on one side, but I put a packing cube on the other side. And in that packing cube, I put one extra change of clothes. Even oftentimes, I technically put almost two, because I'll have two t-shirts with one pair of shorts or one pair of jeans. So I do have that, as well as one extra pair of shoes, just in case my luggage doesn't make it. It is nice and roomy. It's got pouches on the inside, zippers on the inside, and it even comes with, I think that this is pretty cute, a little toiletry bag or a little pouch to organize your items as well. A fan for the cabin. Now, this is the thinnest, smallest fan that I found that really is quite effective. I like this because the little stand comes right out. So really good. And some people have said that they even hang it on like one of those magnet hooks, that they hang it as well. So that's another option too. Now, something to note is that sometimes cruise ship cabins can get a little bit stuffy. So in particular, if you're in an interior cabin or in an ocean view and you can't really open up those windows, sometimes you want a little bit of air circulating at night, or some people say they just like to even use it for a little bit of white noise. Now, I'm going to leave the links to all the items I mentioned in the video, as well as other cruise essentials, down in the description below the video, and the LifeWell Cruise Ultimate Cruise Planner as well, in case you are interested in checking that out. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Please let me know some of the genius items that you've brought on a cruise or even on vacation. Please let me know down in the comments below. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Bye for now, and happy cruising.